Good. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Giri Varadhari Yashodanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tiravana Shari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Tiravana Shari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Nitai Haribol, Nitai Gora Jaya Prabhupada, Shiva Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Shiva, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Radha Madhava, Shri Radha, Madhava, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Nitai Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Nitai Gora, Nitai Gora, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. How's it, everyone, today?
I was asking Georgie Sala, my friend. As far as I remember myself, I remember when I met the devotees,
Yeah,
I
thank
remember there were some people who were divorced from. So I think we met the devotees in 1998, and all his life he's just preaching. So, as you know, just if you want to stay in Brahmacharya for a long time, you have to do two things: have a nice relationship with devotees and preach. So you can see the result of this. And those things people I don't know, I think he spent just 3 weeks in one place and then he moved some other place. It's just like, not movie. Just 3 days in one place, but those who he's more merciful, he spent 3 weeks in one place. Enjoyed it, yes. He preached a lot in South Africa, I think for 10 years. He preached in South Africa by instruction of his spiritual master, his holiness Pastor. Yes. And so now half of the year he usually spends in India, and half of the year he travels all over the world and preaching. So just kindly welcome those in Prabhu, the loud crowd.
Haribo! Haribo! Haribo!
Let us kindly welcome our dear guest, our Sundar Prabhu.
Haribo! Haribo!
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the introduction. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Haribo. Dear guests, dear friends, whoever came for the first, I don't know, how many we came for the first time today? Nobody? Oh, you? Okay, fantastic, great. Thank you for coming. I'm also here for the first time, by the way. And immediately jump on Vyasasana, maybe not humble mood, but somehow Radha Krishna arranged it. And yeah, I'm here. Here I am. And I'm not really a spontaneous person. I'm trying to be regulated, but today kind of spontaneous presentation gonna be, if you tolerate me. Therefore, we're asking for blessings of the assembled Vaishnavas. And yeah, we're doing Sunday Love Feast class, which is considered to be main program for public, for general public, those who come in. And Sunday Love Feast class consists of 4 constituent parts, which are dancing, chanting, feasting, and philosophy. You know that, eh? What are the main parts? Is anybody knows? In our program of Sunday Love Feast. Huh? Feasting. We already done it, eh? So here is a little bit unusual tradition, so we're taking feast first. But normally we have dancing and chanting. This is our main elements of our program, right? And when we're tired, we take prasadam, we energize our chanting, and then we have a little bit philosophy, just to understand why we dancing and chanting. Those who dancing and chanting, they're already perfect, right? They don't need any philosophy, but probably we need something, yeah? And we already energize ourselves by taking wonderful feast today, by the way, cooked by Ukrainian devotees. That's why I came here. I came for the feast, by the way. I just came to have association with my old friends from Ukraine and also take some feast. But I've been asked to sit on Vyasasana. I don't know if I'm qualified. Anyway, so this is Karuna Bhavan, right? And Karuna Bhavan means house of mercy, right? And because of this mercy, I'm mercifully been asked to sit on Vyasasana and speak. And therefore, we're going to give today spontaneous class about spontaneous devotional service. Is it okay? I mean, it's a little bit esoteric topic. And we'll address to a famous work of our Sampradayacharya, our illustrious Srila Rupa Goswami, who wrote this beautiful book, which is called Nectar of Instructions. In Sanskrit version, it sounds like Upadeshamrita. Upadesh means instructions, and Amrita means nectar. So we're going to discover this nectar now. And just before we start, I just say a couple of words about Srila Rupa Goswami, who is considered to be our Sampradayacharya. Like, my English is okay, understandable, is right. My accent is heavy, but need to be polished. Yeah, you just feel yourself free to stop me or correct me if I'm wrong, because it's not my mother language. Anyway, so like Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, he's our founder acharya of our movement, right? And in the same way, Srila Rupa Goswami, he's the founder acharya of our Sampradaya. You know Sampradaya? Sampradaya is like a flow of spiritual knowledge which comes from the source, from Krishna himself. So he is establisher of our Sampradaya because he understood the mood of Lord Chaitanya. Why he? Because he understood the mood. We praying Shri Chaitanya Manupishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupach Kadam Mahyam Dadadi Sva Padantikam. So he understood Manopishtam. He was able to catch the mood of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, he expressed it in his teaching. And teaching of Srila Rupa Goswami. So our movement is considered to be, we are followers of Rupa Goswami. We are Rupanugas, right? That's what Prabhupada writes in introduction of this book. So we are Rupanugas. And Rupanugas means those who follow in Rupa Goswami. And to follow Rupa Goswami, at least we have to understand what he writes and what is his essence of his teaching, right? So therefore we're reading today Upadeshamrita, which is essence of all instructions. Would you like to know essence? Yeah, like, you know, Sunday law feast, there is essence of all feast is paneer. Right? Essence of the essence, quintessence. So in the same way, what is the essence of all instructions? So we're going to explore it now, right? And so Rupa Goswami, he was a genius, you know, person. He wrote this book in a way that he presented whole entire, let's say, theological doctrine of our Sampradaya in one small book, which is 11 verses, just 11 verses. And he was able to catch the essence and just present entire or high aspiration of our Sampradaya, theological aspiration. So he started from the beginning, like how to control the senses, you know, how to control our urges. Vachuvegam, manasokrotkavegam, jihvavegam, udarapasavegam, all these vegas. Tongue, belly, genitals, mind, anger. What else? Number 6? Something missing. Anyway, so by taking prasadam, we control our tongue and everything what in this line going down. Atak Shri Krishna Namadina Bhavat Graham Indriya. Yeah, everything starts from the tongue. So we eating prasadam, food offered to Krishna, sanctified by Krishna, and that's called Adaramrita or nectar, like Lord Chaitanya called it. And then we chant in Hare Krishna, engaging our tongue, right? And then he proceeded through other verses, explain the teaching of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Whole process from Shraddha to Prema, from faith to divine love being explained in 11 verses. Can you imagine? It's like, it's a brilliant teaching, it's a brilliant book. And he started from the beginning, as I said, and he finished explaining how to perform bhajan on the bank of Radhakunda, performing Manasi Seva in the mind, worshiping divine couple, engaging in your spiritual body, which is called Siddha Deha, and meditating upon Ashtakalya Lila, or eightfold pastimes during the day of Radha and Krishna. So highly esoteric, extremely. We're not going for that, don't worry. But yeah, I just try to emphasize on the value of this book. So today we want to explore a little bit taste of how to chant the holy name, because chanting of the holy name is our heart and soul of our practice, of our bhajan. And Rupa Goswami clearly explained how to do it, how to increase the taste, quality, and quantity of our chanting. Is anybody likes to increase the quality and acquire some taste for chanting, right? Are you here for this? Okay. So Rupa Goswami explained this. Let us read. Maybe we'll start from now text number 8, and then we'll go in here and there, summarize everything, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't know, everything's spontaneous, so you have to tolerate me and be lenient. Okay, let's start with invocation prayers, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Jnana Timirandasya Gnana Chalakaya Chakshurmilitam Mina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manupishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhudevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kantaradha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtabhaya Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Visheshunavani Pashchati Desh Adantaste Nandantayarani Eshki Punakuna Shima Drupam Padam Vajam Dulsyam Jamajamani Ajalam Buddha Bijoka Dakavadatta Sankirtanaya Kipitaro Kamala Taksha Vishwambaro Dvijavaruga Dharma Palavande Jigat Priyakaro Karuna Vata. Hare Krishna. So we're going to read verse. Okay, number 8. We have translation in Sanskrit on the board, on the screen. So we're going to read Sanskrit translation and just going through the purport, picking up some good things. Choose and pick. Tannamarupa charitadi sanun kirtananu. Would you like to follow me, or how it normally goes? You follow? Yeah? Okay. One more time. Tat nama rupa charitadi sukirtananam. Smrityoh kramena rasana manasa niyaja. Tishtan vraje tatanuragi jananugami. Kalam nayeta kilam ityupadesha saram. Anyone likes to recite verse? Or we skip it? We're going. Oh, okay, Krishna. Krishna Kishop. Anamarupa charitadi sukirtanano. It's a proper meter, by the way. Thank you. Okay, so translation by Srila Prabhupada. The essence of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engage in one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vraja, Goloka, Shivrindavan Dham, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees, who are deeply attached to his devotional service. Hare Krishna. So this is essence of all instructions, Upadesha Sara. And this is considered to be like a Bible, like for those who practice in devotional service, following the Rupa Goswami in the mood of Raja. So there are three elements given here. First of all, so we have to utilize all our time, like basically 24 hours a day. I mean, I don't know how is it possible, but anyway, 24 hours by chanting, remembering, and hearing about Lord Krishna's name, pastimes, characteristics, forms, so on and so forth. By the way, this is like a verdict of all the Vedic scriptures. Smarta vyok tatadam vishnur vismarta vyok najaduchit. So we have to remember all the time about Krishna. And maybe we feel a little bit unqualified when we hear satatam or nitya or kirtaniya sadahari, always. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he gave kind of, what is the word? Exceptions, maybe. He said, Satatam starts from once in a day. If you remember Krishna once a day, so you start your Satatam and gradually increase. You make it 3, maybe 5 times, and so on and so forth, and continue in this way. So we have to remember all the time Krishna's name, forms, characteristic, pastimes. And this is the best meditation, actually, right? Instead of remembering kind of mundane things, I don't know, meditating on the opposite sex or quarrels and politics, what is going on around, or maybe think about our stomach, better to think about Krishna, right? And this is the best way. And first of all, you have to start with your japa time, right? So japa time, at least 2 hours a day by chanting holy name, your prescribed numbers of rounds. So we have to remember Krishna, right? we have to remember Krishna, at least during japa time, right? Is anybody find this difficult? Only me? Yeah, it's quite difficult. Eh? So this is the essence of all instructions. And sounds heavy maybe for the beginners, where all of us were beginners. So we try to follow the regulative principles. And yeah, by the way, there is some misconception about spontaneous devotional service. Some of the people think that spontaneous means I'm unregulated in my habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work. Or I may get up early one day, or next day I maybe not, something like that. So people think this is kind of spontaneous devotional service, but it's not. Spontaneous means when you surpass the regulated devotional service, you become spontaneous in your attachment to Krishna. It like for maybe a couple of hours, right? And we chanted, and at some point, you kind of feel, it becomes natural to you, like kind of flowing with the flow, and just, it goes naturally without any tension of the mind. And then it goes high, and then you acquire some taste for this. So this is kind of gradual upliftment, and like rising your consciousness above the modes, and then you become spontaneous, really spontaneous. So your spontaneous means there is no obstacles, no difficulties for you to get up early and run in temple room to see Krishna, to chant for a long time, not just like 16 rounds and then finish. You just put your beats on the hook and just go somewhere else. And then there is a mantra of sleeping, for sleeping, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then mantra for awakening, Mahaprasadi Govinde. Everything is regulated, Everything is regulated in our life. So we have to be a little bit spontaneous. Not in taking prasadam, but in any other divisions of our devotional service. And first of all, in chanting, of course. So, Rupa Goswami explained how we can increase our chanting, how we can be more attached to our process of chanting. And he explained this in very good, very kind of vivid analogy. He gave analogy of a person who is afflicted by disease of jaundice, material jaundice. It's called avidya. Called jaundice, avidya, because holy name is a supreme sweetness, It's Madhuram, Madhuram, это Mangalam, Mangalanam. It's all auspicious, all sweet. It's everything there is like a sweet candy, sugar candy, very powerful. But can we experience the sweetness? Is anybody can say that I'm enjoying by changing? So maybe we experience something opposite, right? Like dry, monotonous, like routine, again changing. Oh my God! So, and that's a symptom of avidya or jaundice, right? So, and prescription given by Rupa Goswami, he said, to cure ourselves from this disease, we have to take prescription, which is, what is it? Huh? Prescription, medication. What's the medication? More chanting, right? Aniyor. More chanting. So when you want to cure yourself from the jaundice of material jaundice, so you have to take more sweets. And our ignorance, our jaundice is avidya, so we have to get rid of it somehow or other. So we have to take the sweet candy of holy name and chant more and more. which is Krishna Prasadam, right? So we have our doctor, who is a spiritual master. So we have our Hare Krishna hospital, where everyone is a patient in this hospital. Of course, everyone has his own kind of format of curing the disease. Like some of the people, they in orange uniform, some of them in white. Some of them have personal apartments. Some of them stay in the hospital in the common room. But process is the same for everyone. Medication, diet, following the prescription of spiritual master means increase your chanting. And Rupa Goswami said, Adarat anuditam, Adarat anuditam, Syat Krishna nama charitadi sutapo avidya pitapatapta natanasya narochikanu, Kint adaram anuditam. So he said, Adarat means carefully and attentively. And anuditam, every day, every time. So you have to accept this medicine, right? Without any interruption. Adarat anuditam. So this is prescription given by Rupa Goswami. So gradually engaging our tongue in process of chanting and relishing Krishna's prasadam, which is food sanctified by Krishna himself. So we purify our tongue from this material disease of avidya. And we gradually acquire some little taste, little by little, very slow. Of practitioners or sadhakas. Some of them they call kripa siddhi, another one they call sadhana siddhi, right? So some of us, most of us, have to go through the process, through the practice, efforts, endeavoring for Krishna's mercy. Every day, push yourself, do your sadhana, and sometimes it's very hard. And most of the time, it's a predominating factor, and our efforts is secondary, right? So let's call kripa and like when Mama Yashoda, she tried to tie up Krishna with the ropes. She always was shot with two fingers, right? Two fingers, parishrama and kripa. So kripa coming by our parishrama, our effort. So, and Rupa Goswami explained that some of the practitioners, they can come to the level of siddha or perfection without any efforts. Although it's a very rare case, it's like, you're going to the university without any, studying, you just get diploma of some prestigious university like Oxford or Cambridge, right? It's a very rare case, right? So in the same way, the first step is to chant and to engage all our time in chanting. So this is our main process. Anudita. It's like a momentary vision of Krishna. spook, tinge, flesh in the mind. Secret people in moment. So everything starts from the chamber. So we go into the next point, which I mentioned that always live in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan. By the way, Navadip Dhama is similar, in the same level. So you live in Karuna Bhavan. Karuna Bhavan is a place of governing time. It's a boat, it's fully a boat, and it's considered non-different. Like Prabhupada said, all our temples, ISKCON temples, they consider to be like an embassy in spiritual world. Wherever you go in ISKCON temple, you just come in like in spiritual world. I'll give you proof, because in all ISKCON temples there is not any simple activity, not any materialistic activity, right? No need to say simplification, meeting and gambling. Always spiritual activities means 5 main potent, meaning potential, 5. You know them? 5. Bhagavad Shravan, Harinam Sankirtan, Satsanga, Madhuravas, and Shivakir, Shravaya 7, worshiping deities. What are the 4? Supposed to know the 5 main potent. Prabhupada explained that anyone who engages, even neophyte, even newcomer, can experience ecstasy devotion, ecstatic devotion. So now we're in the level of static devotion. So we can transcend and become static. Yes. Prabhupada, why are you feeding this particular pigeon, not others? And he said, because he asking, he crying, he's screaming for mercy. That's why I giving him. So in order to get this mercy, so we have to be very sincere, serious, strict, maybe not. So we have to desire it. We have to endeavor for it, and we can invoke it by our endeavors, by our practice. When we're praying in helpless mood, and when we try to please Krishna at any possible, in any possible way, by following the instructions, of course, of our spiritual masters and seniors, so we can invoke this mercy. And every one of you received this mercy already, but to that degree that you, greedy and invoked it, everyone received the mercy of Krishna, but different degrees, you see. And we can judge people for their external kind of achievements in our life by the amount of mercy we receive from Krishna. There is some verse from 11th canto, I think it is saying that everyone driven by mercy, something like that. And by the achievements of the people in the world, we can understand how much mercy they received. Everyone depends on the mercy. So therefore, the conclusion is: so we have to endeavor, we have to appeal for the mercy, we have to cry, and by our sadhana is the way how we can invoke this mercy, how we can get this mercy. This is our sadhana, because we cannot produce bhakti by our own efforts. We engage in our material senses in spiritual service to Krishna. How is it possible? Krishna is a transcendental. Our senses are material. Sadhana bhakti means engaging your material senses. What is the verse from Rupa Goswami? He gave a definition of sadhana bhakti. Yeah, this is one of them. Yeah, how to control Hrishikesha, our senses. Yeah, so we engage in our senses in service to Krishna, and they're material. They're material. We cannot produce any spiritual result. How we can transform and how we can get spiritual experience? Only through the mercy. When our senses become like channels through which will flow of spiritual energy, Shuddha Sattva. How is it possible? Just by mercy. When we become eligible and qualified, Krishna will give to us this experience. And this is only mercy. So we have to endeavor for it as much as we can, by any cost. So we have to pray, we have to surrender, we have to dedicate our life to get mercy. This is our sadhana, one way. Another way is preaching. So two ways, two rails on the railway roads. Two rails. One is external preaching, another one internal bhajan. So two parallel ways. So preaching is the most powerful mean how to get this mercy. So when you try to share Krishna consciousness with the conditioned fallen souls, those who entangle in the modes, in the slavery of to sense gratification, whatever. So you try to pick them up and just bring close to Krishna. This is very great humanitarian work. Nothing more important in this world. And this kind of service is most dear to Krishna. So you can get a lot of mercy through this, through the preaching. You can get a lot of mercy. And this is the way how to get mercy. Because if we try to selfishly endeavor for our own mercy, Krishna, give me, it doesn't work in spiritual life. In spiritual life, you have to be selfless. You have to ask or pray for the mercy to others. You have to preach to others and try to uplift them, try to bring them to the spiritual platform. In this way, you can get mercy as much as you endeavoring for other living entities. So to that much you will get the mercy of Krishna. So that's my humble vision. I don't know, maybe somebody else can add or share something. Prabhu, you want to say something? I caught you. You have a question? Okay. Thank you.
We aspire to be followers of Srila Goswami, advising us, trying to send us to the paths to become the servant of the servant of the servant of the maid servant of Srimati Radharani. So, how do we become eligible to come to that position or to read those pastimes?
Read those pastimes.
How do we become eligible?
Eligible. Qualified, eligible. I mean, now they're quite accessible, those pastimes. You can read it in the Goswami's literature, full of these pastimes, especially Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das. Very wonderful description of Krishna Lila. It's like you just look through the keyhole in spiritual world, in most intimate kunjas, where a divine couple perform most confidential pastimes. And this is like sanctum sanctorium, it's called. So it's the most confidential. And we have access now. We have translated books into English, and many other languages, even in Russian. And of course, there is some kind of format how to approach it. So you have to go through the Prabhupada's books, first of all. You have to study Bhakti Shastri, means 4 main basic books. Nectar of Instruction, by the way, Nectar of Devotion, Bhagavad Gita, and Ishopanishad. You can, because our philosophy consists of 2 parts. One is called Rasa Tattva, another one is called Lila and Tattva. Tattva Vichar, Rasa Vichar. So Tattva means you have to understand all the Tattvas. You have to build up foundation of your Krishna consciousness. It's called Sambandha Gyan. You have to figure out all the Tattvas or philosophical truths about Jiva Tattva, Nama Tattva, Pancha Tattva, whatever Tattva. So all these Tattvas you have to, put in right perspective, everything. And then you have this foundation. So now you just rightly situated in philosophical view. And then you can go to, which is called cream. So there is a basis and cream of the cake, the 2 constituent parts. So which is the best part? is the cream, right? But when you eat cream all the time, cream, it's become like too much creamy and sweet. I become like a little bit disgusted. I don't know. But in order to have a good combination of rasa, you have to eat together both things. So therefore, you study tattva and rasa as well. And it's like good combination in proper proportion, and then you'll get rasa. Lila and tattva, and you'll experience rasa. Rasa means sweet mellows of Krishna consciousness. So in relish in this. And this is ultimate goal of our practice. So you have to approach it through the right way, through the books of Prabhupada. Some of the our guides saying that seniors, they said that you have to read 3 times Prabhupada's books, you have to read 5 times, whatever times, I don't know. And then you can approach to more esoteric part of our teaching, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur books, like Jaiva Dharma is a very good book. By the way, this is Tattva and Rasa all together. You can read. I mean, then you go higher, maybe Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he gave commentaries on Bhagavatam, very wonderful, on about 10th canto, Rasa Lila, and all these things. So, but you have to ask your seniors, so blessings as well, because sometimes we read and it doesn't open for us. It doesn't open. You just read on superficial level. You cannot go deep. You cannot discover some gems from the bottom. So you have to get some blessings from the seniors, from your Shiksha, Diksha, or mentor. And then mercy flows, and then you go and you understand something. Then you chant Hare Krishna, you become more understand. Then you share with devotees, you more understand. Then somebody will say one word, and you just become, like you save like 10 years of your Krishna consciousness if you find good association. So everything about association in Krishna consciousness. Sadhusanga. Sadhusanga means the place where bhakti is born. Krishna Prema, Janma Mula, Haya Sadhusanga. Krishna Prema, Janma Mula means root cause of Krishna Prema is Sadhusanga. And when you attain Krishna Prema, what is it? Punartenho, Janmaptenho, Punar Mukhya Anga. When you attain Krishna Prema, still this Anga is considered to be topmost. It still carries on. You never give it up. When you become Krishna conscious fully, then you take birth in Krishna's pastimes and you will meet eternal associates of Krishna, like Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, Lalita, and you'll get their association. And this is like, whew, you see? And all the time, so there is association. You never, even you become a perfect and you'll go back to spiritual world, back home, back to Godhead. But you never directly associate with Krishna. Only through the devotees. There's supposed to be some devotees, those who, bring you close, guide you, Guru principle is always there. Guru Tattva is always there. But Guru Tattva here is more like official way. It's more like formal, but there, a little bit different, but still the Guru Tattva is there. Always is supposed to be some eternal, perfect devotee who can bring you and guide you in your service to Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Time is over, right? So, thank you so much for tolerating me today. And sorry for my imperfections. Thank you for coming for this wonderful program in Karuna Bhavan. And hope see you again. Please take all the good and reject all the bad things which I said. And be happy in Krishna consciousness. And chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Jai. Thank you so much. Gaur Premanand. Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Gaura Nitaya ki jai. ISKCON Karuna Bhavan Yatra ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Ananda Koji Vaishnava.